intergender gameplay is a first for the 2K series, and it's a biggie. No longer is there a hard line down the middle of the roster, opening up countless match combinations that were previously inaccessible. Rhea Bloody Ripley doing her absolute worst to Dominic Mysterio? Go for it! Jade Cargill taking on the Tribal Chief? You love to see it. Or how about pint-sized Zelina Vega taking on the Nigerian giant Omos? That is something that you can do, although perhaps Zelina probably wishes you wouldn't. With the great reset of WWE 2K22 came a lot of positive changes, but unfortunately some of the cooler mechanics like chain wrestling were lost in the crossfire. WWE 2K25 sees the triumphant return of the opening tangle. During the opening moments of a bout, instigating a grapple will now force players into a minigame that allows you to gain the upper hand. After locking up, you can choose to drive, wrench, attack, and ultimately reposition your opponent into a spot that's advantageous for you. Not only is this some added variety to the grappling, but it's another layer of the cinematic onion that the WWE 2K series strives for. The majority of matches in real life start this way, with competitors tussling for early dominance, so it only makes sense that you can do it in WWE 2K25 as well. For years now, any match that has knockout win conditions, backstage brawls mostly, has largely been a hit and hope type situation when it comes to the final blow. This, in turn, has both lacked the cinematic conclusion for the victor and any indication of your last chance for the loser. WWE 2K25 finally solves this issue. Once you're on the precipice of defeat, you'll see a danger warning in your player information, warning you that the next big move could finish you off. Alternatively, if you manage to reverse that move, your danger state will be cancelled, always giving you one final last gasp before you're knocked out for good. GM mode makes its return, and despite some minor tweaks, it does feel largely the same as last year's effort. So how is this a change that makes a difference, I hear you ask? Well now, for the first time ever, GM mode can be played online, allowing you to battle your friends for brand supremacy over a broadband connection.
On the line! Oh, Breeze, I'm gonna crush you this year. It's not even close.
You might as well give up now.
Give up now? What are you talking about?
You have to give up now.
You know what? There's only one way to find out.
I guess there is.
Yeah. Simulate. You have to, it's the same.
The story modes for WWE 2K24 allowed you to exclusively play as a man or a woman wrestler, with two mostly linear paths and gender-specific opponents to tackle. This year sees a big change to My Rise, with a unified story called Mutiny, allowing you to create both male and female superstars to take on this refined tale.
Just a friendly piece of advice. Make sure you look good up there on that stage.
What are you getting at?
You can now also customize your character traits and not just their movesets and attire, allowing you to choose 4 different backgrounds and 3 different personality types.
I guess you could say I'm a bit more comedic and fun.
Ah yes, the resident WWE class clown.
Players now have freedom within the story to craft their own journey, take on challenges from one of 3 unique perspectives, and avoid prescriptive character types seen in previous editions.
Hell yeah.
In recent years, the WWE 2K series has been slowly implementing damage signifiers during matches, including the classic wrestling staple of getting some juice and last year's excellent face paint damage. WWE 2K25 though takes it up a notch with the addition of bruising and general body damage. No longer will your superstar remain pristine despite having a back and forth barn-burning WrestleMania classic. Huge red marks and bruises will now appear all over your victim, accurately reflecting the war that's taken place. This, along with tired moves and profusely sweating, moves WWE 2K25 another important step closer to accurately recreating the television experience. Your matches not only feel tough, but they now look tough. And when you've been chopped to death by Gunther, you now get the marks to prove it. Despite being able to break the barricades in WWE 2K24, for years the ringside areas largely felt contained, without any real reason to explore the perimeter. In WWE 2K25, that's all changed with the addition of a couple of fun features. The first is barricade jumping, and is absolutely guilty of being one of those features that felt like it should have been in the game years ago. But that's the past, and this is now. And that was Seth Rollins hitting a blockbuster from the barricade for the first time ever. Just like modern WWE arenas, the barricades are now covered in LED screens. And just like pretty much everything in WWE, things that elevate the show's presentation are also there for violence. And WWE 2K25 lets you do just that. Now when throwing your opponent into the panels, you'll see the wake of the action in the LED display. Sure, not game-changing on its own, but coupled with the Prime Station, ring steps, announcer table, and more, WWE 2K25 finally feels like the series is a complete and fully functional ringside area for you to fight in. No longer must the world of WWE be constrained by the hard cam. WWE 2K24 saw the welcome introduction of the entrance cam, and WWE 2K25 takes it one step further, introducing the third-person cam. There are positives and negatives to this though. Using the third-person camera now gives you the freedom to swing your viewpoint in whichever way you see fit. And honestly, there's no better way to witness the chaos that happens on top of Hell in a Cell. And using it during entrances can offer a very unique perspective. Annoyingly though, the camera controls does take ownership of the right stick on console controllers, sacrificing the ability to pick up your opponent and, more crucially, pin them. Now you have to hold the right trigger while using the stick, which right now, especially after years of muscle memory, doesn't feel that intuitive. That said though, using the third-person camera in the backstage brawls is a game changer. What once felt like a 2D brawl now has its 3D reality exposed, allowing you to find all the interactable elements and Easter eggs that you may have missed. And with a brand new WWE Archive environment to explore, a place littered with references to the past, you're gonna want to take advantage of this new perspective. Those are 8 changes in WWE 2K25 we think actually make a difference. But what do you think? Is WWE 2K25 a vital upgrade, or does it fall short of being essential? Let us know in the comments, and for more on WWE 2K25, be sure to stick with IGN.